Guys, I woke up, roughly like 10 minutes ago because, you probably won't see this until the late afternoon since it takes a while for videos to upload now on the phone. But let's talk some gun control, right? So there was a shooting in El Paso, right? 20 people died. There's another shooting either one day after, one day before in Dayton, Ohio. 9 people died. And so Trump first what he did was made the case for, he did the classic hearts and kisses thing. No. When you talk to mass shooting survivors, because I've read mass shooting survivors' books on their experiences, they despise it when somebody says hearts and prayers because they don't like that. They think that it's lazy, that they want actual action. And then Trump said because of a mass shooting, we need more immigrant restriction. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, look, with the guy in Texas, right, he was clearly talking badly about immigrants. He hated immigrants, right? While the guy in Dayton, Ohio, I mean, even if he was an immigrant, one of the victims in a shooting was his sister, so just because a guy kills his sister in a shooting doesn't mean that we need restriction on immigrants. You see no connection, right? Because, I mean, if somebody were to immigrate from, let's say, Norway, right, or Sweden, or Finland, right, come over here, commit a mass shooting, Trump would be like, oh yes, we just hearts and kisses, man, but nothing else. You see? Because he said one time, oh, Haiti, that's a shithole country, while countries that are super white, like Norway, Sweden, what else? Finland, Iceland, oh, they can come over here. Now, I want to say something interesting. In the whole entire world, there are only 2 countries, right, that have no permit required, meaning anybody can buy a gun at a certain age, right? 2 countries, right? So, there's a country called Yemen, right? Has a cholera outbreak. Thousands of people, hundreds of people have died. Over 1 million have the disease currently. They have a civil war. Not only this, right, but Yemen is currently has the 5th lowest GDP per capita. They're the 5th poorest country in the whole world, right? You have that, cholera outbreak, the civil war, the war with Saudi Arabia. You know, this country ranks poorer than even Haiti, right? So Trump should call this country a shithole country too, right? If Haiti's a shithole country, then Yemen should be that too, right? But now, here's the interesting fact, right? The only other country in the world besides the US who has no permit required with guns is Yemen itself. A country that, according to Trump, would be more than a shithole country than Haiti has the same exact gun laws as us, and is the only other country in the world that has the same exact gun laws as us. Man, I don't know what to make of that. Now, not only this, you know I want handguns to be absolutely banned, along with assault weapons, right? Now, Fine, we can take away the handgun ban because nobody seems to want that, right? Yeah, although Virginia Tech happened, multiple shootings have happened actually where people have used handguns, but Trump and most Republicans don't even want to do an assault weapons ban. I mean, what I find interesting is that if we don't want to do the assault weapons ban, you're literally out of touch. Did you know that 56% of the population wants to ban assault weapons, while only 40% don't? Literally, look at this. 50% of Americans want to ban assault weapons. 40% don't. So, if you're a politician and you're like, no gun control. We're just gonna have some background checks, right? Just check if they're a psychopath, right? Then you're actually out of touch, like majorly out of touch with people, alright? You really are. And, gosh, you know, I don't understand why we need guns. There's only one clear reason, and that's home self-defense. But if the robber or the person breaking in doesn't have a gun themselves, you don't need a gun, right? And I get the concern. If you're living in the countryside, you can't just call 911, right? You can't, right? But we have to realize that we have to sacrifice that really rare chance of being robbed in your home to save children's lives in school. And dozens of full-grown men dying on the streets, full-grown women dying on the streets in different states, alright? Man, you see, this is why gun control is such an interesting issue. You see, people are out of touch, actually, including the President of the United States, who's against gun control ban.